Welcome back to the third episode of the only show on campus that dares to ask, what's better than this? Just faculty doing Feud. I'm Jacob Peltz. I'll be hosting tonight. Happy to have you all here. And before we get into it, let's introduce you to the finance team.
All right. Hey, I'm John Reuter. I teach data analytics, and I am honestly terrified to be here and let you all realize how little I actually know about you.
I guess I'm next. I'm Phil Strawn. I'm a late addition to the finance team, so I didn't get to grill my students about what they do all day. But I have been studying my pop culture references over the past 20 minutes.
I am Jeff Pontiff, and I'm here to win. Let's do it, finance.
I'm Drew Heschenkunz, teaching entrepreneurship and finance, and I've read up on all of my pop culture, so anything on Taylor Swift, I'm ready.
Now, let's meet the marketing team.
Hi, I'm Linda Salisbury, and I'm ready to go.
I'm Professor Brazel. I teach marketing principles, and I'm half tempted to make a recording of this whole thing and create an NFT for sale afterwards.
Hi, I'm Larissa Kovalenko. I'm teaching applied marketing management, and I'm excited to be here.
Hello, I am Henrik Hagtvedt. I fully expect to be on fire this evening.
Good introductions from both teams. Before we get into the game, let's get those rules down first. So we're going to start with a coin flip question. The captains of each team, Professor Reuter, Professor Salisbury, are going to have a question on the board. They are going to think for about 15 seconds, and they're going to send me a private message with their pick for the best answer to that question. Whoever wins, and points will be awarded on best answer and first to answer the question, will have control of the board, and when we go into regular gameplay, they will take that first question. Regular gameplay, just like Family Feud, but Faculty Feud this time. Each team member is going to have 10 seconds to answer. There are going to be 5 questions on the board based on the survey of all the students on campus. So incredible turnout from the students for this game today. 10 seconds to answer, 3 strikes to give. If you get all 5 questions without getting up those 3 strikes, points are all yours. 3 strikes before 5 questions are answered, we will go to the next member of the opposite team. They will have 15 seconds. Yes, they will have 15 seconds to get 1 remaining answer correct on that board and steal those points from the team that gave it up to them in the first place. So without further ado, Professors Reuter, Professor Salisbury, ready for the coin flip question?
Ready.
So for control of the board, name a bill that you will be paying for the rest of your life. All right. So first on the board was Professor Reuter with the finance team. So where is cell phone bill? And cell phone bill is going to be top of the list. That is a hot start for finance, which means finance team and Professor Reuter, that first question is yours. Well done. All right. So after that music plays, Professor Reuter, name something a student wouldn't want living in their dorm.
A pet.
A pet in the dorm. Maybe a student might want a pet living in that dorm. Who knows? Professor Strand, something a student would not want living in that dorm.
I'll go with one of their professors.
Oh, one of their professors. Good answer, but not on the survey list. Not a hot start for the finance team. Professor Pontiff, you got 5 answers on the board, but only 1 strike left to give.
Yes, mouse.
A mouse in the dorm. That is going to be top dog. Nobody wants a rodent in the dorm. Just terrible stuff, real dirty, bubonic plague. Not a bad thing to be involved with. Professor Heschenkunz, 4 answers, 1 strike left to give.
Bugs.
Bugs in the dorm. Also, even rodents, I would say. Staying alive, finance team. Professor Reuter, back to you.
Reptiles.
Reptile in the dorm. Reptiles will not dance tonight, which means marketing team and Professor Salisbury, 1 answer, 3 remaining opportunities. Something a student would not want living in the dorm to steal those points.
Parents.
Parents in the dorm, I could not agree more. But the survey says otherwise, which means finance team, you received those points. Let's see what was left on that board. Bold. Yeah, that'd probably be pretty bad. A roommate who has
Good
COVID.
one. Yeah.
Terrible stuff. Absolutely. And a roommate's boyfriend or girlfriend, there is nothing worse than that. Nobody can be happy unless all of us are happy with boyfriends and girlfriends. So don't, it's not good, not a good look. But finance team, that's 65 points in your pocket. Let's go to that next question, marketing team. Let's see if we can make up some of that ground. So, Professor Brazel, name something you always have to keep plugged in after that music plays.
Your laptop.
Your laptop. Top answer on the board. That is a hot start for the marketing team. Professor Kovalenko, something you always have to keep plugged in.
Microwave.
Not today. Sorry about that, Professor Hatchford. Something to always keep plugged in.
Fridge.
Oh, your fridge. Top 2 answers off the board. 2 strikes left to give. Team captain, Professor Salisbury, back to you.
Your phone.
Your phone. They are whittling away at that board right now, Professor Brazel. 2 strikes, 2 answers.
Your earbuds.
Your earbuds. Earbuds are not going to be on the board. Professor Kovalenko, 2 answers left, 1 strike left to give. This is for the points.
TV.
TV. TV keeps them alive, Professor Hagford. 1 answer, 1 strike.
All right. Tablet.
Tablet. Tablet is not going to play tonight, which means finance team and Professor Strawn. What's that last answer on that board?
I guess it's got to be computer.
It is not computer. Marketing team, you survived with the points. Let's see what that last answer was. A lamp. Can't be doing school in the dark. Always need a lamp to be plugged in. That's 80 points to the marketing team. Well done. Finance, back to you though. Question number 3. And I believe, Professor Pontiff, it's on you. After the music plays, what's the first thing most students do in the morning?
Take a shower.
Take a shower. Let's see if it's on that board. A lot of smelly students on campus and in classes. That is not a good look for the student body here. Professor Hession-Kunz, 5 answers on the board, 2 strikes to give.
Brush their teeth.
Brush their teeth. You'd hope so. It seems like they're taking care of their dental health. That's a good sign. Professor Reuter, 4 answers on the board, 2 strikes.
Eat breakfast.
Eat breakfast. Seems like students are waiting for lunch. A little strange if you ask me before going to class, but who knows? Professor Strand, 4 answers.
I'm pretty sure I'm getting this one. They get dressed.
They get dressed.
That's number 1. Oh my God.
Apparently, we have naked students coming to class. It is anarchy on campus. Professor Salisbury, you got 15 seconds, 4 answers to steal those points away from the finance team. Something students do when they first wake up in the morning.
Check their phone.
Check their phone. That's going to dance. First answer on the board. That is points stolen for the marketing team. Well done, Professor Salisbury. So let's see what's left on that board. At 3, hit snooze and turn off the alarm. Nothing better than that. At 4, got to get a hot cup of coffee in the morning. Make bed. Good for students taking the time to make their beds. It's really a nice thing that everybody's doing. But those points back to the marketing team with a good steal there. Now let's give a score update. Right now, finance behind with only 65 points. Marketing ahead with 145. And the board back in their possession after everybody's favorite part of the night, the Patagonia raffle. Enter your names in the chat right now for your very own Carroll School of Management Patagonia Better Sweater. You can't beat it. Goes well on a first date. Goes well on a third date. Could go well when you're getting broken up with. You'll feel great all in your Carroll School of Management Patagonia Better Sweater. Put your name in that chat, enter to win that raffle. We'll be announcing names in the next couple of days. So, marketing team, question 4, Professor Brazel. After the music plays, name something you would use your BCID for.
Vending machine?
Vending machine. As a fan of a late night Pop-Tart, I am disappointed to see that not on the board. But Professor Kovalenko, something to use the BCID for.
To get a student discount.
To get a student discount. Apparently not with the BCID. They might be giving discounts to BU kids, but who knows? Professor Hagfeld, 5 answers, 1 strike left to give. Anything on the board to use that BCID for?
I said I was going to be on fire. This isn't looking great. Dining.
Dining. Gotta eat. That's top of the board. Well done. Professor Salisbury, back to you. What's a student using that ID for?
To get in the dorm?
Get in the door. Yep, that's working. So, Professor Brazel, back to you. 3 answers. Only 1 strike left to give.
Plex access?
Plex access. Up in the gym, just working on their fitness. We're their witness. Woo-wee. So, Professor Kovalenko.
To get a book in the library.
To get a book from the library. Hopefully students are reading books.
No.
Apparently they are not. What kind of a university are we running here? Students not showering and not reading books. Incredible stuff. Professor Strawn, for the steal, 2
Oh my
things
God.
possible to use BCID for. What do you think they could be?
Oh, to get parking? I don't know.
To get parking. Not on the board, so the marketing team survives another steal opportunity again. Let's see what those 2 remaining answers were. To do laundry. Can't have not clean clothes. And that 4th answer, COVID testing. Everybody's favorite time of the week where somebody puts a cotton swab as deep up your nose as they can. Can't beat COVID testing. But finance team, maybe you can beat the marketing team if you get some points on the board. We're back to you with the 5th question. Professor Pontiff, after the music plays, name a place you don't want your cell phone to start ringing.
During class.
During class. That is first on the board. Well done, Professor Heschen-Kunz. When do you not want that phone ringing?
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom. Apparently students are happy to take a call in the bathroom. A little strange if you ask me, but who knows? Professor Reuter.
How about the library?
The library. Yeah, that is not a good place to receive a phone call. Take it from somebody who has had that happen to him multiple times. Professor Strawn.
Well, this sort of overlaps with class, but I'm going to say during an exam.
During an exam. Not during an exam. However, only 1 strike, 3 answers left to give. Professor Pontiff.
During mass.
During mass. Good answer. But now, would that be a mortal or a venial sin to have your phone go off during a mass occasion? Who knows? But Professor Heschen-Kunz, 2 strikes, 2 answers left on the board. Where do you not want your phone going off?
On a date.
On a date. No gentleman left on this campus okay with the phone going off on a date. Just a terrible look at that point. Professor Reuter, 2 answers, 1 strike left to give.
I'm totally blanking, and I saw all these students whose names I know pop up. Let's say when you're talking to a police officer at a party.
Talking to a police officer at a party, that would be bad news. But not on the board, which means, Professor Hagfeld, 2 answers to steal. It's on you. When do you not want your phone ringing?
At the movie theater.
At the movie theater?
COVID time.
Considerate moviegoers on this campus, but that means finance team, you retain those points. But let's see what those 2 remaining answers were on the board. During an interview, that would be quite bad. Take it from somebody that is still unemployed. And the last answer.
I don't know how that could be.
In your car. Yeah, you got to focus on the road. Don't pick up your phone. Keep it in the cup holder. Be smart. Be safe. Okay, marketing team. Professor Salisbury, team captain, back to you. Question 6. When that music plays, that beautiful, beautiful theme music, name something that happens on the first warm day on campus. Even think about today. Anything you observed today.
Students getting out in the hammocks.
Students getting out in the hammocks. Great answer to start. And nothing really beats swinging around in some trees right in front of the theater. Really just a great time. Professor Brazel, something students do on that first warm day.
Classes get moved outside.
Classes get moved outside. Not on the board. Professor Kovalenko.
They study outside.
Studying outside. You know, for a student body at a university, there is not a lot of studying that seems to be going on here. Somebody should look into that. So 4 answers, 1 strike left to give. Professor Agvet, back to you.
People sit around in the grass.
Sit around in the grass. Nothing better than sitting around in the grass. Can't beat it. Professor Salisbury, back to you. 1 strike left to give. 3 answers.
Eating lunch outside.
Eating lunch outside. Marketing team staying alive. Professor Brazel, 2 answers, 1 strike.
Little frisbee action in the Dust Bowl.
Ooh, frisbee action. Lawn games is gonna play. Professor Kovalenko, 1 strike, 1 answer for all the points.
They run outside.
They run outside. That is not going to be on the board, which means Professor Strand, 1 remaining answer. This is to steal these points from the marketing team.
I think I got this one. I'm going to say skip class.
Skip class. Apparently, even though they're not reading books or going to the library, they're showing up to class on time. That's got to count for something. Marketing team, you retain those points again in a very scary steal opportunity. But let's see what that remaining answer was. Wear shorts. As a guy that put on a sweatshirt and a pair of athletic shorts to go to class this morning, I can tell you there is nothing better than doing that in the first week of March. Nothing beats it. But it's time for a score update. Finance team still behind, picking up a little with 150 points. Marketing team maybe pulling away here with 295. We've got 3, maybe 4 questions left. I may have lost count in my head, but there's a lot of time. There's a lot of time for that gap to get closed. Let's see what our next question is going to be for the finance team. So, Professor Pontiff, I believe we are on right now. I got to keep better track of that. After the music plays, name something you eat with a hamburger.
French fries.
French fries with a hamburger. Heimless combination. Professor Heschen-Kunz, something you eat with a hamburger.
Shake.
A shake with a hamburger. That is going to be on the board. 2 answers, no strikes. Professor Reuter.
I'll go with pickles.
Pickles on a burger. Nothing like a dill pickle. Can't beat it. Professor Strand.
Okay, this is an easy one. Ketchup.
Ketchup on a burger. They are on fire. Professor Pontiff to bring it home and take all those points.
Mustard.
Mustard. A lot of love for ketchup, no love for mustard. 2 strikes, 1 answer left. Professor Heschen-Kunz.
Wow. Onion.
Onion on a burger. No onion, no tears on campus. Professor Reuter, 2 strikes, 1 answer. Something on a burger.
Cheese.
Cheese on a burger. Sounds like the students are going dairy-free. Professor Hagfeld, it seems like this is your 3rd steal opportunity of the day. So 1 answer left. Something that you would eat on a hamburger.
It's got to be one of 2 things. I'll go with lettuce.
Lettuce on a burger. Oh no, not lettuce. Another potential steal retained by the finance team. Let's see what that last answer was. Chips with a burger, different from fries. Points retained by finance. Well done. So let's go on to that next question. Marketing team, back to you. Professor Salisbury, why might someone wake up in the middle of the night?
The roommate is being noisy.
Roommate being noisy. That's going to play. Professor Brazel.
Their phone goes off.
Phone goes off in the middle of the night. Apparently, students are silencing their phones before they go to bed. Professor Kovalenko.
They're hungry.
They're hungry. Midnight peanut butter and jelly sandwich. No love. 2 strikes, 4 answers. Professor Akpit.
A freaking restless leg syndrome.
Restless leg syndrome. Restless leg syndrome is not going to be on the board.
That sounded like the kind of excuse that our students would give. But
Maybe faculty feud at the WebMD department, but apparently not at Boston College. Finance team, Professor Pontiff, 4 answers, opportunity to steal some points away from the marketing team.
Well, this is an old person answer. Maybe I can't say it. Go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. Top answer, a good steal for the finance team from the marketing squad. Let's see what those remaining answers were. Forgotten assignment. Students are waking up in the middle of the night to complete homework. Good on them. Bad dream. Nothing like a nightmare. Maybe dreaming about exams the next day. And they're thirsty. What a night you would have if you get up to go to the bathroom, then you get up because you're thirsty, and you get up again to go to the bathroom. Just crazy stuff. But who knows? Could happen to anybody. Finance team. Back to you. Question 9 after the steal. Professor Hession-Kunz, after the music plays. What's the first thing you would do if you won $1 million? I'm interested to hear finance's answers to these.
Call my financial advisor.
Call his financial advisor. Not on the board. Finance professors have financial advisors? What an incredible world we live in. Professor Reuter, what would you do if you won $1 million?
I'd go to a vacation to Disney World.
Vacation at Disney World. Professor Reuter and Tom Brady, Disney World together, 2021. Look for him there. So, Professor Strand, something you would do after you won $1 million.
Okay, I'm going to be optimistic and say they're going to pay off their student loans.
Pay off their student loans. Probably a prudent decision to make. That's going to be on the board. 2 strikes left to give, 3 answers. Professor Pontiff, $1 million. What are you doing?
Buy a home or a condo.
Buy a home or a condo. Not on the board, which means Professor Hession-Kunz, back to you. 2 strikes, 3 answers, $1 million.
Throw a party.
Throw a party. Apparently the students are not partying with $1 million. What kind of kids do we have on campus here? But marketing, you could be throwing a party with these stolen points. Professor Salisbury, team captain, back to you. 3 potential answers, $1 million. What's the first thing a student's doing?
Buy a car.
Buy a car. Buying a car is not on a list again. The finance team survives a potential steal. Let's see what that first answer was. Invest.
Oh my God.
Invest. I cannot
right.
believe that got
Good job.
Wait a minute.
We're getting through to it.
Yeah, that's right.
Call mom. Gotta call mom. Let her know that you won that money. Shopping spree. Don't throw a party. Buy something for yourself. Invest, and it was not taken off the board.
Yeah.
Finance team, what is going on? Is everybody okay?
I was going to say start a business. I don't know if that's invest or not.
Well, it would be investing in your future. Maybe we would have let that fly.
Yeah.
I was going to say quit my job, but I didn't want anyone to know that I was thinking that.
No, this can't be held against you. It's a game show. But marketing team, last question of regular gameplay. Professor Brazel, after the music plays, name something that students do in class that just really bothers professors.
Check their cell phones.
Checking their cell phones. Using phones, first on the list, Professor Kovalenko.
They come late to class.
Come late to class. That is the first strike, Professor Hagford. 4 answers, 2 strikes left to give.
Use social media.
Use social media. 2 strikes on the board. Professor Salisbury, this is to salvage some of those points before we go into that final answer.
Fall asleep.
Fall asleep in class. Marketing team stays alive. Professor Brazel.
Eat stinky food.
Eat stinky food. We would have accepted any food, but the marketing team is still alive. Professor Kovalenko.
If that's talking to each other.
Talking to each other. Professor Hagsbeth, it comes down to you. One answer, one strike left to give. Something you really hate.
Messing around on their laptops.
Messing around on the laptops.
Oh.
We are back. Professor Reuter, team captain, finance for the steal. That last answer on the board, something professors really hate.
I hate when students get up and leave the middle of class.
Leaving in the middle of class. Another potential steal is survived by the marketing team. Let's see what that last answer was. Don't mute their microphones when they're on Zoom. We are in a pandemic world. We are doing classes online. Professors, it just drives them crazy when you're not muting your microphones when you get into a new class. So, points to the marketing team. They survived the steal. And we have got a good game going in to our final question. Finance, for the first time tonight, is behind with 355 points. Marketing, slim lead with 390 as we go into the final bonus question with some new rules for our third episode of Faculty Feud. So, I'm an agent of chaos, and I woke up this morning and I picked more chaos. So, we're going to have a little bit of a chaotic bonus question here. Each team is going to have 30 seconds to send their ideas for an answer to their team captain. That will be Professor Salisbury and Professor Reuter. So your teams are going to send you their ideas for an answer. But to add a twist, each team captain is going to wager anywhere from 1 point to betting the house, everything they've got on their answer and betting that it's going to be right. If you get the correct answer, you will earn 100 points plus your wager. If you do not get the answer correct, 100 points are off the table, and you will lose whatever you wager. A little mix of Jeopardy in with our Faculty Feud here tonight. Who doesn't love, mixing their game shows up a little? Team captains, you'll have 30 seconds to send your answers, and when you do, you'll send them privately to me in a message in the chat. After that, I will reveal the answers, and points will be awarded or taken away based on those answers. Everybody understand? All right, let's see what that question is. So bonus question. Name a great movie series with a ton of movies. 30 seconds to send those consultations to your team captains. Team captains, after those 30 seconds, send those answers to me. All right, that time is up. Professor Salisbury, I am waiting for your answer with bated breath.
Okay, you need the answer and the points?
Yeah, answer in the points in the chat to me.
Oh, I think she's been
Okay,
disqualified.
we'd like to. Oh, I have to chat it. I'm sorry.
No, no worries, no worries. All right. So, what is that most popular movie series? In a very interesting turn of events, both teams have guessed the same answer with Star Wars. So let's see what that answer is, and then I'll let you know what the wagers are. Star Wars is going to be incorrect, which means those 100 points are off the board. But let's see what damage was done. Marketing team only wagered 44 points on their incorrect answer, which means they'll lose those 44. Finance, in a very not financially sound move, as I would say, bet the house on Star Wars, and it was incorrect, which means Finance team is going to finish this game with 0 points on a gamble end, which means marketing. Congratulations. You have won with 346 points to 0. You are our next Faculty Feud champions. Congratulations.
Wow.
Go team. Go
Thank you
marketing.
everybody for showing up. Marketing
We got
team, thank you so
skunked.
much. Finance team, everybody was incredible. Great time. Faculty Feud, more coming later this semester. The network is not going to take us off the air yet. I guarantee it. So thank you, everybody. We'll hope to see you back here soon. And thank you so much.